Hello everyone, this is Sam's son, Omer, and this video is explaining my new system, right? My father mentioned it in his last couple of videos that I'm working on a system, and I have been working on the system since it's been like 2 months now, right? And now I think it's good so far, usable, and I'm here making this video explaining it, explaining how it works, explaining the rules, and explaining basically when you get the system, what are you gonna get, right? So I'm going to show you since from the 20th, right, which was last week, Monday, right? What did price do? How did the system work? What entries you would have gotten if you had used this system? Okay. Just raw entries. First, I'm going to show you without the 40, just every single entry you would have gotten, right? How it would have played out. And then I'm going to show you how to use it with the 40 minute because that's the smartest thing to do is use it with the higher time frame so you know where you are in the market. Okay. There is the 20th, right? So 17 to the 20th. Okay. I made a indicator that has the same rules in it. That's going to draw arrows, so it's much easier to visualize where you would have gotten a trade, right? So I'm going to drop it down. Now this is the indicator, okay? So there's not, this is very similar to the other system, right? It's just instead of all those lines, we have just this one line here, and then we got these two other lines, okay? So for a long setup, the rules are price needs to be above this line, okay? This black line. I have a black, you can change the color, whatever, right? Price has to be above it. That's the first rule. This indicates the price is bullish. This also indicates that the 40 minute is printing bullish candles, right? The main reason for this indicator is that it kind of mirrors the 40 minute. So when the 40 makes a reversal candle, this thing turns bullish. That's the whole purpose of it. So you don't have to keep an eye on the 40 minute at all times. You can just, you know, have basically it's like having the 40 minute, you're looking at it at the same time as looking at on the 20 minute, right? That's the first rule. Second rule, this indicator has to be below the 20. Okay. And third rule, right? This is the same rule as like the other system. The third rule is that price has to be using the yellow line as a support, meaning that it has to come, touch it, and the reversal candle has to close above it. Simple as that. So here you can see, right? This is price is above, right? Bullish. This EMA is getting used as support, and this indicator is all the way below. It doesn't have to be all the way down, just below the 20. Okay. And so this was a setup. This was a long setup, right? These were setups that, if you had a trade from here, this would have gone good. This would have failed. This would have gone good, right? Can move the chart more to the left. Nasdaq is currently moving a lot right now, so charts are a little bit slower, but right, these would have failed. This would have failed. This would have maybe got on a break even. This one was a big trade. These would have maybe got on a break even, or let's say they failed. This one would have been a big trade, right? Fail, fail, fail. This one would have been a good trade. Any of these would have been an amazing trade, right? And this is again without the 40 in mind. I'm just showing you raw entries. If you had just taken, without the 40, which again you shouldn't do, but I'm just showing you how the rules work, right? So again, right? Remember the rules for this setup. This has to be bullish, indicator down, and price has to be using the yellow line as support. And you can see boom, boom, boom. Then what happens from the top? Price changes direction. And again, for sells, it's like the complete opposite, right? So this has to be red, right? Price has to be below it. And this indicator has to be all the way up. And price has to be using the yellow line as resistance. You can see short, short, boom, right? And now we have all of these, right? I'm gonna explain to you why you wouldn't be taking these trades, right? It's stupid. But then you had this long here, perfect, right? You would have had, let's see, look at these shorts here, right? You had these longs up here too. This short, boom, and this was today. This is today. Even today, I mean, look, so far the market just opened. and you had one, two really, really nice, beautiful setups for like, I mean, if it's that's what 220 points. What else do you need, right? Now, this was actually, I'll explain this really quick. My father made in the last video the Elliott wave count on the 40-minute, right? Which was 1, ABC2, 3, ABC4, and price should have gone up. And it was a perfect count, but then Trump decided to put tariffs on Colombia, and that just drove the price down, right? So this is something that's like you can't really predict this, right? But those are the basic rules, right? Now, if you had used this with the 40-minute chart in mind, right? Let's go all the way back to the 20th, and then I'll show you on the 40-minute chart, right? Now, the 40-minute chart again has like the same indicators, but you're not entering off of the 40-minute chart, right? But one thing on the 40-minute chart that's very, very important is this red line. Okay. This red line is used as support and as resistance a lot by the 40. And when the 40-minute is on the red line or touching the red line and bouncing from it, it normally does big moves. Okay. For example, here, right? Big move, big move. Okay. Here, right here, huge move. Came down, tested it, and then it had a big move up. Came down here, retest, drop, broke it, like it uses it very, very, very perfectly. You can see here, look at that, touch and then drop, touch, drop, touch, drop. I'll show you more examples here. It came down, retest, drop, right? So when the 40 is on here, it's very important to stay ready. So let's start here, right? 40 was extended here. Again, from extension, you don't really want to take trades. If they are really extended, then sure, but this is not, crazy. Like this is something that's really extended, right? Straight move, non-stop is going up and up and up and up and up. This one, it still had some pauses in the middle, so it's not, something that's extreme. So, trying to take shorts from here. We did get shorts, but it's, not recommended. But let's start from here. Price is on the red. You can see it makes a reversal candle. What time was that? That was around 1:21, 3 o'clock, right? Let's go to the 20-minute chart. 21, 3 o'clock. That was right here, right? This move up. Okay. So after this, you're looking for what? Longs. You take this long. What happens? Price takes you out. Our stop loss is normally 25 points. Okay. 25 to 30 points. 30 points is you can do 30 points. Okay. Fail. That's fine. What happens right after? Boom. You get a long. Shoots up. You can do either risk to rewards, so you can like shoot just for like a 1 to 2 RR or a 1 to 3 RR, or you can exit at a level. I don't have my levels drawn here, but it kind of like I don't know, my MT4 was acting up, so I removed them. But you should have all the levels drawn out, and so you know where price is hitting because Nasdaq respects levels a lot, right? So you would have this straight up, right? Perfect. Then again, it's coming down. Price is extended. It's retracing back down. Leave it alone, right? You don't have to trade that, right? Here, this is where price was coming down, even though you did get shorts here, right? But let's say you ignore that because again, you want to trade after price is retraced, not when it's extended, right? So you can see on the 40, you wait for price to get retraced close to the red line. It doesn't always have to touch the red line, but if it gets close to it and then makes a reversal, you're expecting longs, right? So in this case, it did that and now made a reversal. Okay, so you go to the 20-minute. It made the reversal, right? And now you're looking for longs. Let's say you take this long, it fails, right? And then you take this long right after. And you can see that this long, I mean, this was a huge trade, right? This was what? You would have entered here, gave you a maximum of 470 points in less than a day. Now, obviously, it's not like you're gonna, catch the exact top, but you could have easily caught 200 points, 100 points, 250, whatever, right? Then this is what I mean that when price is super extended, you can look for shorts. even right now, you can see right now, price is super extended to the downside. So if I do get a long setup, I'm gonna take it right now, right? Um, again, a little bit more cautious just because now you can say that prices maybe changed structure and now it's bearish because it's below this red line, right? But again, when something is extended like this, it's okay to take, opposite sided trades. So here, price is super extended to the upside. Then you're looking for shorts. What happened? Beautiful short right here. And you could have caught a maximum of 170 points. Maximum, right? Now again, these, right, if you're talking about these trades right here, I mean, prices retraced already. Like it's the move is done. Like you already missed this move. If you're entering shorts down here, that's pretty stupid. You know what I mean? Prices retraced. Now you would look for longs. And not just that, but it's also again this yellow line is also used as support on the 40 minute too. You can see that, right? It bounces from the yellow line a lot, right? Here to here. So if it's at the yellow line and it's retraced, you shouldn't be taking shorts all the way down here. That doesn't make any sense. You should be looking for longs. If you were looking for longs, give me a second. I clicked on the 20 minute. It's a little bit slow. There you go. If you're looking for longs, what happened? Boom, right? After that, you get a long right here, and this went for a maximum of 138 points, right? I'm saying maximum because, you get out, you make your own exit strategy. You want to do either RRs or you want to exit on a level, up to you, right? Then again, 40 is now extended. Um, this thing can open. Not sure why it's so slow right now. Give it a second. Okay. Again, prices extended to the upside, right? Now, again, you have to also think of this whole move. This is not a full retracement, right? Price normally retraces in A, B, C, right? So you can assume, okay, it went up and now you are looking for shorts. Here, you get a little bit, you take this entry right here, because you got a short, right? Backfires. That's fine. I'm not interested in longs all the way up here, so I'm ignoring these. But then right after it, what happens? You got the short from up here. And obviously, I mean, if you held it down to where price is right now is, up 500 points. This is again a abnormal scenario because again, Trump put tariffs on Colombia and that made this go down like in a second, right? Even look at the 4 hour chart, price gap down like crazy. Okay. Um, Also look how this red line on the 4 hour even, how the 4 hour uses the red line perfect. Touch, boom, touch, boom, touch, boom, touch, boom, touch. Like it uses it. It's actually like crazy. Okay. And right now I think price might come down for that red line again. And if it bounces from here, it can go a long way. Okay. But back to the system, right? You would have got all those traits, right? I mean, it's a perfect working system. Now, I have another system using the same exact indicator, same exact chart, but this system has one extra confirmation in it, right? Which is the red line. Okay, so when I explained this system to you, right, I didn't give you any rules for the red line. The red line is good. It's a really good tool to use, right? When price is bouncing from it, it's something you can look at, consider. It's like an extra confirmation, but there's no rule involved in it, right? The actual rules for this system is this has to be bullish, this has to be below the 20, and price should be bouncing from the yellow line. Okay? And you can see with that system, all these arrows, how many trades you would have gotten. Now, the other system I have is much less trades, okay? But it gives more solid trades. All right. So what do I mean by that? Let me put it on the chart, the indicator that's going to just draw out that one. Okay. Let's start on the 20th again. Okay. Same exact rules. It's just that price has to also be bouncing from the red. That's it. Same rules as the other system, but it also has to be so it has to be bouncing from both the yellow and the red. So that's like, very, very strong confirmation there. One is bouncing from both the lines, right? You can see here, this would have been an entry. Perfect. Go here. This one would have failed. And then this one would have been an entry. Perfect. Right? This one would have failed. This one would have failed. This one would have been perfect, right? Boom. Long trade. Fail, fail. Then this one would have gone up. And then obviously this short would have gone just like that, right? So if you would have counted, right? And let's give a scenario. Let's say you had a 1 to 4. No levels, no nothing. Just if you had a 1 to 4 risk to reward, right? With a 25-point stop loss. Okay, what would have happened? So that means the take profit should be 100 points, right? This one went 100 points, so that's plus 100, right? I think let's count how many bad trades, how many good trades. One good trade, right, above 100. One bad trade, another good trade that went above 100 points. Let's keep on going. Bad trade, another good trade that went above 100 points. And then we have bad trade, another good trade that went above 100 points, right? And then obviously this trade that went above 100 points. So that's 5 bad trades, 5 good trades. If you would have had just a 1 to 4 RR, that would have been 5 times 25, which is or sorry, was it 5? Was it 5 bad trades or 4? Yeah, well, I think it was 5 bad trades, right? So that's what, negative 125. And then you would have had good trade, 5 good trades for 100. So that's 500 points. 500 minus 125, you would have had 375-point profit in last week, just last week. This is actually without the 40 at all. Is this if you just put the EA on and you just left it, which again is not the smartest thing to do, but just, just a scenario. So you can see how this one gives much less entries, but they are more prone to play out in a sense. So when you sign up, right, with this, you're obviously gonna get the indicators, right? You're gonna get the wrinkle candles and all that stuff. And you're gonna get the template, right? And you're gonna get a setup session with me. So I'm gonna, obviously sit down over Zoom or any desk or team viewer, and I can set up the charts for you like over that, right? And you're gonna get the EA that's gonna open the trades and alert you. Okay, so that's gonna be included. I think the fair this is my system. I'm pricing it at $500, right? Because it's been taking me quite a while to code this. The coding is very, very long. And yeah, I think that's fair. This is actually the EA called. I just named it CTS Sniper X, right? We already have the CTS Sniper, but this is I don't know. I couldn't think of a name, so I just put X in front of it. Okay. So far, these are the settings that I have, right? So you can see direction. So again, this is for long, short. This is the same thing as my old EA, right? If you're only looking for longs or you're only looking for shorts, you would toggle this as, whatever you want. Section 2, alarm. So do you want it to alert you when there's a trade or no? Up to you, right? And then open trades. So again, normally we have the other EAs, we have an alarm version and then the live version. This one is just both in one, right? That if you don't want it to open trades and only alert you, so you want to trade manually, you're going to turn open trades to false, right? And if you only want it to open trades and not alert you, right? Because it might get annoying, turn alarm to false. It's still going to open the trades. So very simple. And then you have stop loss, take profit, pips, and lot size. These are in points, not pips. So yeah, that's the EA. I'm still working on it. I'm adding more to it, right? So it's the best EA possible, and you guys don't have any issues with it. But the system is really, really good. I was able to actually I got into prop firms recently. So I was able to pass an account and actually make some profit in it too. So I got a certificate. This is my first payout ever, right? This is kind of cool. I went for a small account is because I wasn't familiar with prop firms. I found this one and they seem to be good. I mean they paid me out within a day, not even a day, within a few hours, right? This week was really good week. I made 980 in 1 week on a 5K. That's 20% in 1 week. So obviously that's not realistic, 20% 1 week, but that week was an abnormally like very, very, very good week. I was getting really good setups and I was able to, make some profit. So that's this is obviously this can be used. A lot of prop firms out there are future prop firms. So if you do trade futures, you can also use this. Just open up an MT4 and open these charts here. This is the Nasdaq, right? There's nothing different. It's just the Nasdaq. So for futures, you can trade this. This also works very well in the S&P because Nasdaq and S&P are virtually they move the exact same, to be honest. So like if you get one setup on Nasdaq, you normally get the same setup on S&P 500. It's just the brick sizes are a little bit different, but they move virtually the same. I'm not sure about US 30. I have to look into that. Also works very well on gold, right? I had this on gold and I had the gold charts open here and I was monitoring how it worked. It gives really good system on gold too, but I only trade Nasdaq, so I just took off the gold charts. I'm not sure how well it works on Forex. Again, if you do get the system, you can try it out. You can do whatever you want. I'm gonna try it out on Forex. I think the right brick size because I tried it on the 7 minute chart and I don't know how it was working. I didn't really pay much attention to it, but that's that. There is a 10 minute chart, right? So if you guys see this down here, 10 minute chart, which is again like we have on the other charts, we have the 40 and the 20 and the 7. I have the 40, the 20, and the 10. This one I'm not releasing yet. It's really, really fast, and I don't want people to get, overwhelmed, right? One thing about this is that the 40 respects the red line a lot, and so does the 10. The 10 respects it a lot. You can see here, right before market open, price was on the red line, touched it, and dumped, right? I could show you more examples here. Price came, retest the red line, and dumped. Right here, you can see how price uses it as support. Touch, 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 right? Sometimes I even take entries just off of the 10 minute chart, right? You can see here, price went up, touch, boom. I could give you more examples right here. Price came down, retested it, drop, right? Here, right before breaking it, used it as support. You can go even more back, you might see right here, what did price do here, right? Just used it as support again and again and again, and eventually pop to the upside. So the 10 minute chart is also very, very, very good to use. But for now, releasing the system, the 20 minute is, I say, you know, simpler to use, right? Especially with this other system, right? Gives you much, much less signals, right? But they are more likely to play out. And again, stop loss, take profit, RRs, up to you, right? Let's say hypothetically, if you just did a 1-to-1 RR, right, with 100 point stop loss and 100 point take profit, you would have not lost a single trade, right? Take this one 100 points, right? So you're not hitting stop loss there. If you were to go on to the next setups, here, let's say if you took this trade right here, this one gave you what, 60 point drawdown. This would have been positive, 100 points, right? Let's go more ahead. I'm actually thinking about doing this on another challenge. I'm gonna get another challenge and use this system with the 1-to-1 and see how well it does. If you had took this trade, you only had what, a 30 point drawdown, and then this one would give you 100 points. Right after, let's keep on going. If you had took this trade here, you would have been drawdown what, 57 points, and then this one would have given you a 100 point take profit. And I think one more trade, right, which is the short entry. Yeah, this one obviously would have given you 100 points. So again, this system, you're gonna get just a quick recap. You'll get the indicators, the templates, one setup session with me, so I can set up the charts for you, and then you're gonna get obviously the EA. It's gonna be one EA, which I'm going to basically, I don't know, I'm thinking either one EA that has both systems, meaning the one that gives you a lot of signals, and the other one that gives you less signals but is stronger to play out, right? Or it might just give you two separate EAs for the two separate systems. Okay. Um, Other thing is that these are Renko candles, right? Don't get fooled or get confused. These are Renko candles. I just have a Heiken Ashi overlay on them because it just looks cooler in my opinion. I like these much better than the other just plain boxes Renko, right? This looks nicer to me, right? But these are traditional Renko candles. Simple as that, right? So again, if you're interested, um, email us, myfirstmagicwave@gmail.com. I'm gonna put this on the website soon, and it'll be available. Again, $500. If you want, we can maybe do a payment plan. It's up to you. But again, it's I think you can make your money back pretty easily with this, right? Even today, I mean, if you had just taken that setup up here, or you would have taken this setup down here, you would have made, a lot. So I'm gonna wait for longs, and this video, I needed to make this video so I can explain the system to you guys and get it out there. So now it's officially released. Okay. So again, if you're interested, hit us an email. If you have any questions, hit us an email. Okay. Bye for now.